A man sits alone at dawn, just before the world fills with noise, already wondering how the day's collisions with other people will bruise and shape him. Maybe you recognize that feeling, the day not yet begun, but already crowded. I am glad to learn that you live on friendly terms with your slaves. This befits a sensible and well-educated man like yourself. They are slaves, people declare. Nay, rather they are men. Slaves. No, comrades. Slaves. No, they are unpretentious friends, Seneca said. Hard truth presses against an ancient world. In Rome, slavery was just the air men breathed, as habitual as sunrise. Seneca, statesman and philosopher, wrote these words to his friend Lucilius, a gentle challenge. What separated friend from servant? Habit? Status? Seneca insisted, draw the circle wider. Consider those you hold power over, not as tools, not as background figures, but as fellow travelers. You don't need to own slaves to feel this today. Anytime you catch yourself dividing us from them at work or online, this line comes to greet you. That rude barista, the driver who cut you off, the new employee fumbling their first shift. Easy to see only position, only roles. But the Stoic eye says, all these are men and women. All these are your unpretentious friends. There's anxiety in a world addicted to hierarchy. Who gets respect? Who gets overlooked? Seneca's remedy, old as stone, but modern as tomorrow. Practice friendship downward. Give dignity where it's least expected. See who you can surprise with your humanity. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own, not of the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine, and so none of them can injure me, Marcus Aurelius said. In a tent after battle, Marcus Aurelius, emperor, scrawled notes to himself in the bitter lamplight. Tomorrow will bring friction. People will fail you. Still, he calls the wrongdoer a distant brother. Not that he approves, but that he sees something unbreakable connecting all of us beneath the mess. Anyone carrying anxiety to work, dreading the usual critics or the group chat drama, knows this temptation. Armor up, fight back, withdraw. Marcus chooses another weapon, understanding. He meets humanity's ugliness by remembering what's shared, not of the same blood, but of the same mind. The person lashing out or gossiping behind your back lives by impulse or confusion, not by malice fixed deep like a poison. They have their motives, and somewhere, under anger or envy, the same ancient spark you know in yourself. What does this change? Maybe nothing you can see, but it lets you release the part that wants to bite back. You can endure their faults like cold weather. They cannot truly injure you unless you surrender your own character. Imagine telling yourself this, first thing every morning, not as a prayer to avoid conflict, but a promise to see every frustration as a chance to observe, not just react. Ponder for a long time whether you shall admit a given person to your friendship. But when you have decided to admit him, welcome him with all your heart and soul. Speak as boldly with him as with yourself, Seneca said. Friendship is not a collection of contacts. Seneca draws a harder line. Be careful who you trust. Deliberate as if choosing an ally on a desert crossing. But once chosen, open yourself completely. No half friendships. No keeping your armor on in the living room. This cuts against the anxiety of modern life, the ghost urge to hold back. Keep it casual. Never let anyone too close. Speak as boldly with him as with yourself. True friendship isn't built on small talk or filtered smiles. It's what happens when you stop performing, when you trust another with your worst day and know you'll not be betrayed. In a world overflowing with surface connection, this is radical advice. Discriminate deeply. But once trust is earned, don't waste your life guarded. Drag everything into the open. Seneca's Stoic friendship is not cold or measured by advantage. It's a place to put your whole self. I thank you for writing to me so often, for you are revealing your real self to me in the only way you can. I never receive a letter from you without being in your company forthwith, Seneca said. The letter arrives, familiar handwriting, and for a moment, you are not alone. In the ancient world, and even now, a simple message can bridge the longest distance. Seneca treasures this. The friendship survives not by physical closeness, but by letting yourself be known in words, unguarded, steady. This is a practice still open to us, to check on the friend who is pulled away, to break the silence not with small talk, but with real reflection. Even a single message can do it. One honest note, reaching past busy schedules saying, "You are not forgotten." Modern loneliness bends in unexpected ways. Our crowded feeds can't touch this. The quiet arrival of a real friend's unfiltered words. Wherever you are, the Stoics invite you. Risk opening up. Write more than you must. Send the words you really mean. First, consider how you are connected with humanity and how we were born to work together. Second, consider the character of each person at table, at council, or wherever, and especially consider what pressure their minds are under and what actions they are compelled to perform and how many things they do involuntarily, Marcus Aurelius said. You sit around a table, caught in work politics or family chaos. Marcus Aurelius would scan the room, watching each person perform, then look deeper. What shields are they carrying? What pressures have driven their bad moods or choices? What are they hiding? Ancient Stoicism did not demand we love naively. Instead, it called for understanding. Everyone acts from hidden compulsions, history, wounds, the relentless press of daily needs. Most are not free inside themselves. Recognizing this, Stoic friendship means seeing beyond the surface, irritation, ego, awkwardness. It means asking silently, what invisible burden compels this behavior? You practice this when you pause before anger, when, instead of reacting, you consider the weight on another's shoulders. It doesn't excuse harm, but it changes your stance, from judgment to curiosity. Partnership, community, brotherhood, these grow wherever we can see the pressure beneath another's mask. Even Socrates, Cato, and Laelius might have been shaken in their moral strength by a crowd that was unlike them. So true it is that none of us, no matter how much he cultivates his abilities, can withstand the shock of faults that approach, as it were, with so great a following. Seneca said, "A river carves stone not all at once, but grain by grain. Even the strongest character can be worn down by the wrong company." Seneca names the giants, Socrates, Cato, Laelius, men of legend, and still admits, the atmosphere you keep matters. Fault is infectious. A crowd's failings become your own if you stand among them too long. We carry this risk now, even more invisible, maybe more dangerous, when it wears the face of constant scrolling, endless news feeds, or the circles that reward cynicism. The wrong influences can erode what you meant to hold fast. In practical terms, this is a call to be stubborn about your community. You can't always change who surrounds you, but you can limit who shapes you. Pay attention to the mood a group leaves lingering in your bones. Reinforce your strengths by seeking companions who push you toward virtue, real friendship over convenience. Whoever does wrong, wrongs himself. Whoever does injustice, does it to himself, making himself evil, Marcus Aurelius said. The Stoic verdict: harm falls first on the doer, not the victim. When someone betrays or lashes out, their deepest injury bleeds inward. Evil is not an external infection. It is self-inflicted, corroding the person who commits it. For Marcus, this isn't mere comfort. It's a brutal clarity. There is freedom here for the one on the receiving end. You do not have to keep rehearsing old injuries. Their sting does not define you. Instead, hold the line of your own conduct. Their failure is theirs alone. Yours is to govern yourself. This logic cuts through victimhood. It's not about tolerating abuse or minimizing pain, but about reclaiming agency, not letting the failings of others determine your fate. Each action starts and ends with the doer. Stoic friendship, at its heart, holds a paradox. It is both fiercely protective and stubbornly open. It draws the line, who to trust, and then erases it, giving yourself away without reserve, however imperfectly. You watch, judge, discern. But when true brotherhood arrives, you risk honesty beyond comfort. The anchor is always the same: recognition. We are all tested, all prone to fault, all in need of both correction and companionship. Whether you sit on a throne or take orders at a counter, your freedom does not lie in how much you can command others, but how well you can treat every person as kin. Even across centuries, Stoic wisdom keeps whispering from ink-stained letters and battered journals. Strength is not just endurance, but the courage to let people all the way in. If these ancient words found a home in you tonight, stay with the current. More stories wait. Old wisdom for a world still learning how to be human, together.